I'm hopeful that by 2026, we'll start seeing some stabilization of our market.
California Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara bringing that message with him to the Assembly Insurance Committee. He was there to testify about actions he's taking he says will help everyday Californians deal with an insurance crisis that's seen insurers either raise rates on homeowners or in some cases cancel policies altogether amid concerns over fire risks and losses.
I'm actively addressing today's insurance crisis to meet the challenges for the future.
Specifically, during his 45-minute testimony, Lara discussed reforms he's making. For starters, in response to the Southern California fires, for the next year, he's prohibiting insurance companies from canceling policies on homeowners in areas impacted by the fires. As for his long-term plan, he's putting in place other reforms, part of what he describes as his sustainable insurance strategy. One of those reforms will allow insurance companies to consider what's known as catastrophe modeling, which in a nutshell will allow them to factor in climate change and environmental risks when setting prices. Another reform will allow insurance companies to incorporate the cost of reinsurance when setting rates. Reinsurance is often described as insurance for your insurance company. It's the process where your insurer can transfer at least part of its risk to another company to help offset any potential losses. And then there's the reform Lara announced earlier this year, implementing a $1 billion bailout for the FAIR Plan, commonly referred to as the insurer of last resort for homeowners who are either dropped by their insurance company or have not been able to find any coverage at all.
Our mission is to protect consumers, hold insurance companies accountable, and ensure that our market is stable, sustainable, and responsive to the needs of our residents.
But critics have argued Lara's reforms have taken too long to implement and could result in higher premiums for everyday homeowners. It comes after he provisionally approved State Farm to increase its rates by 22% if they can justify the decision. Still, Lara says his reforms will guarantee insurers stay in the market, which is one of his priorities.
Can you guarantee the reforms will make an impact for everyday consumers in California?
Absolutely. These reforms actually come from the hundreds of town halls that I've had in all 58 counties to address non-renewals, to address the constant rate increases, to address the cancellations.
Meantime, back inside the hearing, Lara addressed why he went to Bermuda last week instead of testifying at a Senate hearing on insurance. He stressed he was in Bermuda on official business and was the keynote speaker at a conference with other insurance commissioners and insurance experts, all in a country where the insurance industry is a major part of the economy.
It is important to note that Bermuda is the headquarters for close to 40% of the world's reinsurance business. That is just a fact. Other commissioners from catastrophe-prone states have been engaging with Bermuda for years. With our ongoing risk, it's time that California starts doing the same.
And when asked if he'll work with the Trump administration to address the insurance crisis, Lara responded, and I'm quoting here, "Absolutely." Reporting at the state capitol, I'm Eitan Wallace. Now back to you in the studio.
And Bill, Amy.